It's not there. It should be showing up, but it's not. Every time it's reinvent the wheel. Every single time you got to reinvent the wheel. No live upcoming. Well, that's not accurate. It's on right now, so don't tell me no live. Every time it's reinvent the wheel. Don't tell me there's no live or upcoming for 13UCube because I'm looking at it. You don't get to tell me what you don't get to just make things up. You know what? This is why people pay nerds big bucks. Don't fucking tell me that it's not live. All streams are WebSocket mode. Great. Now, YouTube video, select live sources. I don't want to hear for a second that I'm not live because I'm looking at it. I fucking hate you. Is it or is it not live? It's telling me it's streaming. Dude, you need about 15 computers going at the same time. Just like this. Me, editores. That's what you need. Me, editores. That's what you really need. Editores. Extra testicle. Me. That's what's needed in the outer web of this, especially in the age of woke internet. Me, editores, the extra testicle. You need the editores, extra testicle. Me. Editores, the extra testicle. He rides around. He's a horny guy from East Outer Space that rides around in a low flyer and a low rider flying saucer. And he only goes, me. It's just not working. Because it may be live, but I don't know what universe it's live in. Only in a parallel woke verse. Do what you wanna do, it's true. Do. I don't know what the fuck. Okay, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck. That's just where I live. I don't know what the fuck. Where do you live? I don't know what the fuck. I just know editores and ET. He's a personal friend of mine. The extra testicle. This is about this horny guy from East Outer Space that rides around in a low flyer flying saucer. Throw it. Trip hammer. It's not working. Not even a little bit. Not even a smidgen. All right, let's try this. Let's see what happens when we go like this. La, 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 la. I'm going to close everything. I am away from you. Why does it say shorts? Why does it say shorts? Huh? No. Extra editores. The extra testicle. He flies around in a low rider flying saucer. And all he goes is me. It's telling me light. I don't know what the hell it's telling me. Editores, the extra testicle. Me. Okay, now I need to switch not the logo. Where's the logo? Why is the logo not showing up? News. I put this under news. Okay. Do what you wanna do. He's about this horny guy from East Outer Space who rides around in a low flyer slave. Damn it. This goes to go meow. Not meow, but meow. Then where's my scrolling? Where's my snare, huh? Oh, it's too small. Me. But the scorning guy from East Outer Space who rides around in a low flyer plane. All right, this has to go over here. No, you fucking bastard. It's so tight. I don't give a shit. Okay, I don't give a shit. I can't make it work. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna start trimming this beard because that's the whole purpose of me making this live. Is I want to see if I trim this while I'm looking at the camera, if it's possible that I'm gonna end up having to shave this whole thing off. This is for Veedlog purposes. Ow. Ow, that really hurts. This really hurts. Ow. Ow. Holy crap. What are you doing? I just got a message that says, "What are you doing now?" Okay. What are you doing now? I'm riding around in a uh, a low rider flying saucer in East outer space. That's what I'm doing right now. Hey, my name is Eddie Torres, the extra testicle. Me. This has got to go right here. Like this right here has got to. Oh shit! Don't drop the scissors. You fuck. Ride around in the a low ride. That's not easy to say. Low rider flying saucer. Since I'm the only one that's going to be rewatching this later, I'm going to go into the comment section and I'm going to write, say this 3 times fast. Low rider flying saucer. Low rider flying saucer. The extra testicle. This, by the way, if there is anybody else listening, that is from Cheech and Chong, which back in college the first time, one of the reasons I did not graduate college the first time, because I was in radio, and when everybody else was out drinking and having sex, I was just a lonely fuck. And and I watched a lot of silly, stupid-ass movies. Sex was a very popular thing in college for a lot of people. And it wasn't like I wasn't interested. I just couldn't get any takers, you know? I was still a virgin when I was in college. That's crazy. I just realized that right now. All the way through my first college experience, I was still a virgin. That's how lonely and fucked up I was. Except, you know, in the grand scheme of things, as a revert to my Catholic faith, I'm really glad I didn't waste my time with some bitch who didn't want me. You know, over the years, music has probably been the most therapeutic experience for me, personally. Boy, I'm really fucking this up. I think that this is almost definitely ending with me shaving this. But this is E.T. the editor, is the extra testicle. Me. This is really thick right here. You know, this took a long time for me to grow. But, you know, it's time to trim this shit down. Man, that was a lot. Like, there was a lot that just came out right there. This almost inevitably ends with shaving my beard. Like, I don't see how I'm going to cut this straight, especially not with this setup right here. With this setup, there's almost no way that this doesn't end with me shaving this whole fucking thing. I remember when I used to be handsome, and I never thought that I was. Like, that was the thing. Like, back when I look back at some of these old pictures, I'm like, wow, I actually was pretty cute. But at the time, I thought I was the ugliest fuck ever because I was getting it reinforced by, you know, bullies at school and also chicks who didn't want me. Some bitch who didn't want them. But I don't even know why I'm doing this for education purposes, for my own vlogging beletterment, David Beletterment. And David Fetterman. I'm the only one who goes back and watches my Veedlogs, but I do need to remember to put hashtag Veedlog in this, because that will get me to the important place in the internet, the outer webs, the side nets. Now, I did have people ask me at church if I dye my beard, and I think I see why. That, like, for some silly ass reason, it's still dark all here. Like, I don't understand this. Like, why is it that as this came in, it was all fucking white? Like, I don't understand it. The extra testicle. Ow! Fuck, that hurts. Oh, God, that hurts. Ow! All right, so if you don't put the comb in before you... Ow! Son of a bitch, that hurt. Makes good TV. Good television. What are you talking about, Beavis? Are you talking about Butthead? There's always been TV. No, it was Beavis. It was Butthead that said it to Beavis. Yeah, hey, Butthead. What do you think people did before they had TV? Don't be stupid, Beavis. There's always been TV. There's just more channels now. Don't be stupid, Beavis. I'm going to miss this, all right? This is the only piece I'm going to miss right here. Because this is the thinker's piece, right? Like, I'm going to miss this shit. Ow. Fuck, that hurt. I still don't even know what to tell. See, public shame is always good. Especially when you go back and watch yourself. Like, dude, there's nothing better for me in my narcissistic tendency. There's nothing better for me than to watch my own outtakes and see how fucking stupid I am. But nobody else cares, and that's fine. Like, it's so weird. Like, I was just reading the thing because I was trying to figure out why can't I get my own name to be in the search results? Like, if I start searching for my name, it does not show up. Ow. Ow. Man, I'm getting rid of a lot of shit right now. Oh my God. I'm fucking destroying this beard. That's such a shame. That's right. Honestly, it feels good. Like, it hurts when it pulls, but it feels good when it starts to trim down some of this nonsense. Like, with as hot outside as it is. Oh, this is the piece I'm going to be sad to go. But you know what? I still remember when I didn't really have it quite so thick. And I'll tell you that fucking cheese gets, like it drips down in there. Soup and shit. Honestly, yeah, it kind of feels good. Ow. It fucking hurts. There's some section that fucking hurt really bad when it pulls. So I don't know if anybody's aware of this. Maybe some of the people that actually watch Catholic content are, but there's a big trend in the Catholic Church for the traditional Catholics to just grow out your beard. Like, they say that, like, like the tratty Catholic men, they all like smoke pipes and not like pot, but like pipes, like old pipe tobacco, and then they friggin' grow out their beard. It's very tratty Catholic man to have a big goofy beard and like not shave it and just put shit on it. I just know that I'll never be a trad. Like, I like the Latin Mass. Like, when I had somebody invite me to a Latin Mass, I didn't even know there was a Latin Mass. And I enjoyed it. And I still think anybody, I don't care what their title, anybody that suppresses any kind of Mass, whether it's like an Igbo Mass, which is like Nigerian, Spanish Mass, or Latin. I don't give a fuck what language your Mass is in. If it's a Mass, it's a celebration of Jesus Christ. So I don't care what your rank is. If you consider a Mass that celebrates Jesus Christ to be divisive, you're a fucking idiot. You need to be excommunicated. You. And I say that all to say is, as I'm trimming my beard, I know that the tratty Catholics that see, the liturgist is a heresy as far as I'm concerned. Like, if you think that because of a certain style of liturgy that, like, if there's any other liturgy it's not Catholic, then you're a heretic. But you're also, in my opinion, heretical for trying to suppress any form of the Mass. Like, if it's been approved by, tradition, sacred tradition, it's a Mass. And I have no problem calling you a heretic for trying to suppress any form of the Mass. You're a heretic. And you may be a bishop, and you may think that you're leading people to Christ by telling people it slows down the Mass to receive communion on the tongue. But you're a fucking idiot and a heretic. and everybody should go directly to you in your face and say, I don't care what you write on pieces of paper. Your entire city is full of people that shoot each other every day. And you're talking about slowing down mass because people receive on the tongue. You are a fucking lazy, probably gay piece of shit, and you should be retired. And then you go on 60 Minutes. And then you go on 60 Minutes. And what do you do on 60 Minutes? You talk about divisive things because you're a stupid media junkie and you're a fuck. Maybe you should grow out your beard. Maybe you should grow out your beard so everybody can see that when your beard grows in, it's purple and green and blue, and it probably also comes with a rainbow flag that's missing a color. So I might as well just come right out and say, Cardinal Soupage, you're a piece of shit. And a heretic. Went on my little rant there because it's funny because when people try to accuse anybody of being, heretical, we have a dangerous time in a dangerous world that we live in when the truth is happening right in front of your face, and people with the camera and the script are telling you, no, that didn't happen. It's happening right in front of your face, and they're trying to tell you with the camera and the script, no, it didn't happen. Like, I'm sorry. So you're telling me to not believe my own eyes because you, with your camera and your selective editing, are telling me it didn't happen. It's the times that we live in. Now, this beard looks terrible now. This is fucking stupid. I still can't believe I'm doing this. Honestly, I want to go back later because if this ever grows in right again, I just want to make sure that I actually start to grow this correctly. Man, this is so short now. This actually looks really bad. But you know what? The reason that I recorded this is it took me a long time to grow this. And honestly, hair could be regrown. But my journal, the public vlog of my life, that only I really care about when I go back and watch, this gives me the opportunity to say, holy shit, I remember when I had that beard, because I know that that's what's probably going to happen, because I'll never grow it quite this long again. And the same way, I actually have a lock of my hair before it started to fall out. Like the first time I cut my long hair, I never grew it that long again. Like once I started cutting my hair shorter, I was really glad that I saved that chunk of hair because I never grew it that long again. All right, it's a lot more trimmed now. I think if I am going to end up shaving, I can't do it on the camera. Oh, God. Ow. It's a jolly holiday with Mary, 'cause Mary is the one that we love. When your day is grey and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright. Oh, happiness is brewing all around her. When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Oh, man. Happiness is blooming all around us. Oh, man. Yeah, let me just tell you, I got this ridiculously dry skin that I've had most of my life. And there really isn't much you could do about it. There's a lot of fucking hair here. Still high quality HD definition. HD definition. All right, so hang on. I need to do something since I knew that this was just for me. All right. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. And when Mary holds your hand, it feels so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. You stupid fuck. You are a stupid fuck. I'm not done yet. This is... Happiness is blooming all around her. When Mary holds your hand, it feels so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. Boy, I wish I had more light in here. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Happiness is blooming all around her. Da, 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 da. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. Oh, happiness is blooming all around. I know there's more words that I'm not remembering. Let me just tell you that a man has dreams of walking with giants, to carve his name upon the edifice of time, and before the mortar of his zeal has the chance to congeal, the cup is dashed from his lips, the flame is snuffed a morning, and he's brought to rack and ruin in his pride. Life is a rum... I forget what he says. Jedi. I'm in a bind right now. There is so much hair on a blanket, on a I wish I could show you somehow. There's so much hair on the paper or the plastic bag that's on my fucking computer laptop where the buttons are that I can't even click anything. I can't move anything. Jedi, if you're still here, I want you to answer me this question in the chat. Have you ever seen Mary Poppins, the original Mary Poppins? Hello, hello, hello. Master Cypher Diaz was actually killed 10 years ago. So, maybe I'm trimming off 10 years. And, actually, I was recruited by someone called Lord Tyrannus. This is Samson. This is, trimming off the wisdom that was. But when Samson's hair starts to regrow and his strength comes back, he was able... Oh, that really hurts. Oh, boy, does that hurt. He was able to pull down the pillars. And honestly, there were a lot of references initially for President Trump, in the story of Samson, to just be like, look, dude, this guy's a sinner. Everybody knows this guy's a sinner. But it's the system's pillars that need to be pulled down. Like, look at the FBI and the CIA still, right? Bongino and Kash Patel go in there, and they still can't fix the problems that are. Bondi she was just not good. But, like, Kash Patel and... See, I love how the new liberal spin is that Kash Patel's a drunk. And I'm just like, look, no one is a bigger drunk that made a public spectacle of themselves other than Boris Yeltsin than Kamala. Kamala drank so much that she just ruined her chance at actually being a legitimate person, like a potential candidate. Like, people that were calling her smart and educated, I'm like, that bitch blew her way to attorney general. Blew her way by being the side piece. The only thing that she was smart at was becoming a lawyer and pretending that she was black. But it's just like the rope-a-dopes with anything. You're only going to rope a dope if you're doping ropes. Oh, man, I really need to get my hair cut again. I can't believe it. Last time I cut my hair was when I first got to St. Louis, though. So I really do need to cut this hair of mine. It's funny, too, because I used to just cut it myself. Yeah, Chameleon Harris. Just like Hillary Clinton, she was whatever she thought people needed to be. You know what I was thinking? Yesterday I was at Golden Corral, right? And I put hot sauce on my pork. And I was thinking about Hillary Clinton trying to convince the black vote that she liked hot sauce. Oh, I'm one of you. But she told everybody she was a moderate, she was a progressive. I mean, even the young people that interviewed her, like this one girl stands up and she's like, what do you say to the voters that don't trust you? She was so irritated at that question. It was such a legitimate question, even though it came from the left. Her response to a young girl that says, look, what do you say to the people that can't trust you? Her response was, when I was your age, I killed a whole bunch of people that said anything negative about my husband. And I burned their bodies and told everybody they killed themselves. I'm being extra political right now. You missed all my bishop rants before. You know, sometimes, Jedi, you should realize that living in the time of Jesus must have been very interesting for those who knew Judas, because Judas was a priest. He was ordained a priest by Jesus Christ. But for those who knew Judas and knew what happened, does anybody know about the Potter's Field? I'm talking to myself and Jedi if he's still here. The Potter's Field is a place you can go in Israel. People are hating so much on Israel right now. Still a great place for tourism. It was. I don't know what's going on right now. But I'm tired of people saying that Iran has anything to do with fighting Israel and, you know, like being one of Israel's, like it may have started that way with the nuke, but this is about China right now, period. This is about China. Has nothing to do with Israel anymore. Anybody that's still talking about Israel when it comes to Iran doesn't understand geopolitics and who controls the world's money. It's about OPEC, period. And OPEC really doesn't have much to do with Israel or the United States. It has everything to do with, look, either you're playing ball with China's philosophy on oil, or you're going to fight, because you need to fight, and the fight is against China. That's why TikTok is the most corrupt of all social medias out there, and you should never use any AI that has a base pairing outside of or has an IP origins outside of the U.S. because Perplexity is entirely Chinese driven. What's the other one? Deep Six or something? I forget what the hell it's called. But there's another AI that is entirely Chinese propaganda. You know, like, oh, by the way, I'm trying to include the link, but I do have a Blue Sky account. I have a Blue Sky account. I created it the day that Mark Hamill, the biggest Rainbow Jihad Jedi in all existence. I have to do a lot more work on this. We do have to end those wars. How do you think they end, Jedi? How do you think those wars end? It's funny. Hillary Clinton was famously the one that talked about super predators and bringing certain people to heel. There's only one empire that needs to fall to end the war. Only one. Because in 1917, the Blessed Mother came to 3 children. And she said that the errors, which she was talking about Russia, but the errors of communism will spread. She actually gave a prediction to these 3 kids. Now, how does Mary, the Mother of God, ever predict anything? She does it through the revelation of Jesus Christ, period. We don't laud Mary as a God. Mary is not a God. Mary is a creature. She's probably one of the most humble examples of discipleship because she's the only one that was there at Jesus' conception, Jesus' birth, Jesus' public ministry, Jesus' crucifixion, Jesus' burial. And even though it's not in the Bible, there is no doubt in my mind personally that Jesus Christ came back from the dead and showed himself to his mom, who was there from the very beginning. But even she, who came to 3 children in Fatima, Portugal in 1917, she told us how you end this war. So if you can't see how this war ends and there's only one empire that needs to be toppled. It has nothing to do with Israel anymore. All right, I need to move. I can't. I have to go into my phone to pull up the chat. Did you go to mass today? Did you go to mass today, Jedi? All right, I'm trying to pull up your comment. No. There's hair all over my phone. There is hair all over my phone. You know what? You know what really upsets me? As of right now, as of live at 3:47 on March 24th, May 24th. My brother's birthday is tomorrow, by the way. As of May 24th at 3:47 Eastern Standard Time, my current subscriber count is 693 subscribers. If I pull up this chat, I'd be willing to bet that it's just 2 people watching. 2 people. That's my guess. Let's just see. I can't get that fucking mature thing out of the way. I can't read it, dude. Yeah, 2 people watching. See, subscribers really doesn't matter worth a shit. If nobody watches, all right, so I'm going to ask you, Jedi, since you're actually watching, because listen, we need to get involved in the Discord chat, okay? Dude, and it was so crazy because you're never going to believe what I did, man. All right, so listen, current expansion, I now have a TikTok channel. I have a TikTok channel, I have a Blue Sky account, and I have a Snapchat. I'm trying to figure out how to put them into my links. I'm just like, well, the Snapchat was a mistake. I thought that I was trying to create this Bitmoji thing, but it wasn't Bitmoji. So I was just trying to create the little cartoon characters because the me is awesome. Like we had the Metopia, but I really want my me to be able to like do what Bitmoji stuff does. I still can't read what your comment says. I don't know why. I can't pull up the chat. Oh, now it's going to start. All right. I don't know how to do it, dude. Get on the Discord chat, Jedi. Get on the Discord chat. 'Cause I can't figure out how to get that out of the way. Get on the Discord chat immediately. All right. Here's the real question. I have not gotten rid of this in probably 20 years. It's probably been 20 years. Actually, maybe that's not true, because I remember one time when I was self-contained, I think I had frigged it up so bad that I shaved it, because just so that it would regrow. But I have never liked my chin. My chin has always been pudgy. I'm a pudgy baby and I live in a pudgy family. I can't pull up the chat, Jet. I can't pull it up. It's not coming up. I can't get the and there's so much hair all over my computer right now. I cannot. See? Oh, wait a minute. I can see it now, finally. All right. All right. So Jedi says, these past years have not been so easy. I pray that God can do it. Big reason I voted for Trump was to try and end it, to be honest with you. The blood that comes from the birth of a child is the blood from the terrors of communism. He is answering the question correctly. The new generation cometh blood soaked in the yoke of the old generation. Spring forth a brave new generation, fit for a new world. I speak to you in the language of Karl Marx. When the Blessed Mother, now this is a documented experience with all kinds of scientific investigations. The Catholic Church does not make light of Marian apparitions, okay? When Mary appeared to these children in Fatima, Portugal, it was 1917, before World War I, okay? And when Hitler eventually rises to power and all the Axis powers start doing what they're doing, it's Lenin, it's Stalin, but it's ultimately the writings of a very illiterate, like, kind of writing philosopher, Karl Marx. When the left adopted the writings of Marx, I'm like, you are talking about authoritarianism and Nazism like it came from the right. You've tried to rewrite the history books and pretended that Marx's philosophy was a right wing, is a left wing perfection, but yet Nazism and authoritarianism is specifically right wing. The National Socialist Party that Hitler and Stalin and Mussolini were talking to each other about came from Karl Marx, okay? the proletariat that he wanted to eliminate. The proletariat was the more monarchical systems. Oh, there's so much hair on me. There's only one way to end this war, okay? Now, here comes how you get your videos banned. The atheist philosophy has been ultimately usurped and religiousized by the Muslim religion. The Muslim faith, the faith of Islam, knew that the way that you win and conquer the world is you take a dead man. See, Jesus Christ is alive. We don't believe in a dead man. But if Muhammad, a child effer, and a multiple 9-year-old wife having, see, it's funny because one of his wife's names was Fatima. Hold on, I'm getting in trouble. I'm in trouble. It's nothing quite like being in trouble. Get yourself Discord. See, what's really sad is how the devil will use the kingdoms of the world to unite against the one true church. Because the kingdoms of the world, like Philadelphia and all the ones from Revelation, I don't believe that Revelation is automatically the way the world ends. I don't believe that because I don't have a Protestant view of biblical text. I know that the Bible being inspired word of God does not mean that I need to take every word of Scripture literally, because that's a fundamentalist and Protestant view of Scripture that is actually not biblical. It's self-refuting. So I need to get my mirror again. Hang on, because this definitely needs to be fixed as I look at this. Never expected this to become so political, but I can't help myself. That's why I have no viewers. Don't say it isn't fair. What you wanna do, it's true. You called me again, drunk in your bed, under the influence. Ow! Fuck, that hurts. Oh, this is the one part I'm going to be sad to get rid of. The only piece of my entire, that and maybe this down here, but I don't really care quite so much about that. God, there's so much hair here. I never treat me this shitty. You made me hate this city. All right. You ready for some serious bias wisdom? You ever think, what would it be like if I got the girlfriend that I fell in love with to reason with the wife that I married, do you think that the two of them would ever realize they are supposed to be the same person? Do you realize that women can't even agree with themselves, let alone each other? And yet somehow men expect that women are going to be able to make a decision and stick with it and never doubt themselves. Like something as simple as, what do you want for dinner? Steak. What do you want for dinner, Andy? Steak. Are you sure? Yes. All right, so where are we going to go for steak? A Chinese food place? And then I'm going to get a salad. And then when I get the salad, I'm going to go, boy, I really wish I had steak. I should get ice cream, but I'm not supposed to eat ice cream because it makes me fat. Sorry. You asked me what I want for dinner. I want a steak. What am I going to eat for dinner? A fucking steak. But, again, let's say I got married. All I want is the girlfriend that I engaged and I proposed to talk to the fiance that becomes the wife that I marry and just say, hey, have the three of you ever met? Have the three of you ever met? Because you should really get together and talk to each other. Have the three of you ever met? Men are not that complicated. I made that video. That video is out there. Men are not that complicated. Do you? I don't know anything about the Red Green Alliance. Tell me more in the comments. I just hope that that's not making this echo. Uh-oh. Now we've got problems. Is it 3? Oh, for a second there were 3 views. 3 viewers. I get nervous anytime there's more than just me and you. Because honestly, I'm like, all right, so who these random people? Is this the Google watchers? Is this the Google watchers that are just like, he said Muslims are bad. He said all Muslims are bad. He said women can't make up their mind. Get him. He said women can't make up their mind. He must be banned. He must be banned for all eternity. Shadow ban him. Just make sure that he doesn't know he's banned. Think about red, green. Is it green? The Green Party, the Green Money Alliance. The red is the Red Scare. So the red is the communists. Who are the greens? I don't know the greens. The Green Party, the fucking drug users. Hey, how's everything going with the recovery, dude? Are you doing okay? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I want this comment that's about to appear right here to be screenshotted. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's got to go up. So I'm gonna put a couple of comments in so it goes a little higher. This comment right here is screenshot worthy. Right here, it's gonna be about in this region right here. Okay. No, I gotta reverse the camera. It's gonna be right there. The Red Green Alliance is the Muslim Communist Alliance. And who uses the Muslim? What is the ultimate war that needs to be ended? What is the end of the war? The end of the war is the downfall of the Chinese government, the Chinese communist government, and the theocracies of Islam. Because any Islamic theocracy and any communist government, if they're remaining to be oh boy, that just screwed up my whole TV. And by TV I mean computer. How did I get so political, dude? I can't even shave my beard without getting political. I should shave it, huh? You think I should just shave it all the way? Looks fucking ridiculous. That I can tell you. That I can tell you. It looks ridiculous. That I can tell you. The worst beard I've ever seen. She's horrible. She's the worst beard I've ever seen. Nobody's going to vote for it. I think we should be asking ourselves one simple question every day. One simple question every day of the week. Why did he live? Why did he live? I think one of the main reasons why he lived is there is a war that is already upon us. Open war is upon us, whether we do anything about it or not. So the question is, okay, why did God spare his life? See, when Charlie Kirk wasn't spared, and you see how the woman, it's there are not nearly as many men. Like, I almost hear no loud voiced men responding to Erica Kirk hostily. But if you look at all the hate that Erica Kirk is getting, she's getting from women. The woman that has been warped and manipulated mentally, but really spiritually, are the most assault active on the spouse of a man martyred for his views on Jesus Christ. He was killed under a banner that said, "Jesus is Lord, prove me wrong." But you know what? When God raises all of us from the dead, you think that we will be proven wrong? You think that when you strike us down, we are proven wrong? Paul says it's a stumbling block to the Greeks. To live is with Christ, and to die is gain. And just like Obi-Wan said, if you strike us down, we will become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. There is only one faith on planet Earth, which is all of the life that we are aware of and know about enough to do something about. There's only one faith in the entire planet that is based on a living person. And therefore, it's a stumbling block to the Jews. It's confusion and I forget what it is. But the Greeks and the Jews didn't understand. Because, look, you killed this man. You insulted this man. You humiliated this man. But we say in the Liturgy of the Hours, we recite it as we recite the Psalms, that God humbled himself and accepted death on a cross, so that at the name of Jesus every knee shall bow and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. See, he made, and I forget, how does it say right before that? To proclaim the mystery that he hid from the wise, but yet revealed to the child. That while we were yet sinners, like, you don't earn Jesus' is redemption and salvation. You don't earn it. While we were yet sinners, he came and humbled himself. There's another line in there that's extremely important. And it's funny because as often as I say it as part of the Liturgy of the Hours, it's escaping me in this moment. But I say that all to say it's time to probably get rid of the rest of this beard, and I can't do it on the stream. I need to figure out how to get all this hair out of the way so I can turn this off. Thank you, Jesus. It's funny. I just need to ask a weird question. How many narcissistic people are believers in Jesus Christ and Christ's church? I imagine that there's many out there. But when you know that there is a God and you are not he, I think it definitely makes life a lot easier to live. Okay. Thanks for watching, Jedi. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for getting me even more political. I just started with rants to myself about Cardinal Supage because he's a piece of shit and a heretic.